exciting.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Another live at 5 with myself, Daria Jackson-Leganier, and my partner, 𝐊𝐭𝐲 Wyatt. Here we are. We're super excited. Today is a special day because we have a special guest, Coach Jenna Marie Stone, who is here. She is going to be going over attraction marketing practices. So as you are coming in, put in the chat where you're coming from. If you're catching the replay, make sure you put #replay, and we're going to give you a couple of minutes to jump on because I see the numbers are rising. We are so excited that you are here with us. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Happy Tuesday.
And also, today is the last day of our contest, so we cannot wait to let you guys know who the winner is. Thank you for participating. You are going to get a lot of material that's going to help you build your business, because that was the whole point. And because of you, we are at 622 members of this group. So give you guys a hand. Yes, what's up, the king? What's going on? So as you guys are jumping in, let me say hello to you guys. Hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Good to see you. Hey, Janet. Good afternoon.
And guys, remember, if you want your name to pop up on the screen, give StreamYard your permission, right? Give them permission to let us show your messages.
Yes.
And then we'll be able to see who the messages are coming from.
Exactly.
Phenomenal.
And the link it's the StreamYard link and it says /Facebook. Just click on it, and then you will be giving StreamYard permission to post your name. And then that way we can actually see who you are. So it won't say Facebook user. It will have your name. Okay. Mm-hmm. So Janet, you can just click on it, and that way we can see your name. But thank you for participating with us every week. I see someone else is from Ohio. Ohio is in the house.
Yes.
Okay. That's right. So we got New York is in the house. Jenna and myself are from New York, and then we have a Floridian. She's bringing the warmth over down this way, or over up this way, I should say. What's up, Valerie? Glad you are here. Super excited to see you.
Yes. Hey.
I hope you guys have your notebook. Let me let you guys know I got my notebook. I'm not playing.
I'm ready.
Because Jenna is going to bring it, guys. So
I'm ready.
Make sure that you have something to take notes with, because we have an attraction marketing expert in our midst, guys. So you want to really take full advantage of this. Mm-hmm. So I see you guys are popping on. We're going to start in a few more minutes. I know we are expecting quite a few people today, so we're going to give you a couple of minutes. Hey.
Yes. California in the house.
Yes, let's see. I see Justin, Janet, Valerie.
Hawaii. Nice.
What's up, Lisa? I see Benjamin. What's going on, Benjamin? And and Valerie and a few other people. So again, please let StreamYard share your name by clicking on the link at the top. That way, StreamYard will share your name. All right. I see someone is here from California. Hello from Cali.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. That is so cool that someone is here from Hawaii. Hey, what's going on?
I love it.
Yes, Hawaii.
All right.
So
let's get started. Absolutely.
All right, so we are going to give our coach, Jenna, the floor. She has free reign to show and share whatever aspect of attraction marketing you want. This is your moment, so go ahead and do your thing, girl.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me today. You guys are beautiful. You girls are beautiful. And thank you to everybody who showed up. I know that I kind of last minute told everybody to hop on and give us some support and also to get some training in, because I always get the same questions over and over. I see Val, I don't know who else is out there, but you all, thank you so much for coming out. So I wanted to start by sharing basically a few things, okay? First of all, you have an offer, right? So you have to really understand that whatever offer you have, all these programs that we're in, they all work. They all work if we work, right? So you have an offer. So let's just say the offer is here, right? And you have humans. I'm doing this very rudimentary for a reason, because I think we lose sight of the fact that we're humans, okay? Right. So you have an offer, and the goal is to attract humans, and then to connect with the humans. And then finally, we want to connect the humans to the information, right? Or the offer that we have. Most people, the reason they don't do well online is they want to skip and go right to the sale. And we talked about this in the last interview that you had with me. Well, it was more an interview. This is more like a training. The jab, 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 right hook book I mentioned. Right. I happen to have had Gary V as one of my mentors. And in New York, I met him at a symposium, and we talked about the book. And it was an old book because he was like the #1 social media guru before even social media did any marketing. And so if you guys don't have that book, and it's been updated since, again, it's jab, 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 right hook. What that means is give value, give value, give value, now ask for the sale. So when I say we have an offer and we have to attract humans, when you have the floor to attract the humans, you have to give them something of value. If they go on your social media and they see an infomercial, meaning if you have your link splattered across the top under your name, or you're posting about your opportunities, you know, what happens is people don't see you. And again, people don't buy products and platforms, and they buy you. So if they go to your page and you're spamming your infomercial, that ain't cool. And the algorithms of Facebook is like, wait a minute. You want to do that, 𝐻𝐭𝐲? Open up your own business, Facebook, and let me charge you for those ads that you want to start promoting. So you're on Facebook for free. So they want a piece of you. And since it's free, the only thing that Facebook wants to see is you legitimately building relationships. Legit. Not, friend requesting people and dropping links, not, going on to people's posts and then talking about yours, or tagging. What is this thing where people tag you and 98 other people about something that they're promoting? That's on my page. Why would you tag me on that? So if you have your settings put to review, like I do, you can review who tags you, and then it will end on your page, right? Yeah. So again, we're going to go to the attracting of the humans, right? Human beings. That's what we are. Facebook is full of humans, okay? Mm-hmm. So how do you become friendly with humans you don't know? Because that's the biggest hurdle, right? Well, you have to show up, okay? Most people fail to show up. They're not consistent, okay? I am, and everybody can vouch for this, every day I show up. Whether I get 1 like or 100 likes, it doesn't matter. Every day I'm posting, I'm doing my stories, I'm doing my engagement, and it's work. That is work for me. Don't think that that's easy work. I love it, but it can be work, because remember, it's time consuming to sit there and to engage with this one and engage with that one. And if you don't feel good about it, then don't engage. But you're not going to build a relationship with someone unless you're engaging with them for real. So like I can say with 𝐻𝐭𝐲 and Daria, I can have them over my house for coffee and it'd be like we know each other forever and a day. But the reality is, of these two beautiful ladies, I only met one, and that's Daria. But that doesn't mean that I'm not just as close with Keisha because I see her all the time and we talk online. It's the same thing. So don't be afraid to get close to people that you've never met. That is the secret sauce, because most people are like, well, I don't really know that person so well. Okay, and so get to know them.
Exactly.
Right? Get to know them. And feel free to jump in and give your thoughts and blow up the chat with anything that you're thinking of. But remember, attracting humans, we want to be real with them. We want to be transparent. I talked the other day about my bougie nails and I got the LV, right? I mean, I didn't have to, but I related. A lot of people reached out. They're just like, oh, I didn't know that Louis Vuitton only has an LV. I said, I didn't know it either until I went to the Louis site and I said, okay, let me look at the bags. And I saw the monogram ones are only LV. They're going with Chanel and with Gucci. Gucci's 2 G's and Chanel's 2 C's. So they're thinking LV. So I didn't get my nails done with all the monograms. I just did it with just the LV monogram.
Yeah.
That's cool. Right? And it's simple. You see it? I don't know if you can see them, but it's simple. It's
yes.
It's got the tips that are patent, kind of like a patent leather, brown for the fall, and then the LV. Right? Now, when I'm in my live, I mean, of course I want to be like, rah, rah, shish kebab, join my company.
Right.
I didn't. I say rah, rah, shish kebab because I'm Greek, right? So we love shish kebab. But the thing is that when you go on live, don't be all about like, here's my opportunity, join me. Listen, Apple doesn't have people join them. Apple launches products, right? So you have to be on launch day every day. Okay. I always say, in order to show up, you go up. And when I say I show up every day, the acronym, and Daria is going to love this. Get your pens ready. Get your pens ready. Blitz, BLITZ. Does anybody know what the acronym is for that?
Ooh,
Blitz.
What could that be?
I'm ready.
Ready? Be living in the zone.
Love it.
Nice.
So when you hear people doing blitz, a true affiliate success, it occurs in blitzes. Okay? In blitzes. You can do a 30-day blitz, you can do a 60-day blitz, you can do a 90-day blitz. But that is the acronym of the year. Blitz. Be living in the zone. So when you're living in the zone, you're doing everything. You're empowered. You're focused. You're really giving it your all. And success loves speed. You haven't noticed, success loves speed. So you can be a snail. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take my time. We're going to ease on here and ease on. That's fine. Ease on down the road for all I care. But at the end of the day, success loves speed.
Absolutely.
Ready to go fast. Who doesn't want to go fast? You want to ride a Prius or do you want to go in a freaking Ferrari, man? I'm going to be crying in a Ferrari than crying in a Prius. So success loves speed. Okay.
Let's go.
Yep. Let's go. Let's rev it up. Some people put the gas in the car, ready to go, and it's still parked in the garage. Get out of the garage, man. You just loaded up. $5 gas now is, right? $5-6. Put that vehicle to use, but make sure that you are in the right vehicle for the right company. So if you're targeting people that want high ticket sales, they're not going to look at your $2 opportunity. They're not.
Right.
And then likewise, if somebody is more low ticket, you don't want to talk about $10,000 opportunities because that might as well be $1 million because they don't have that either. Right? They have nothing to do with high ticket. Now, again, that goes back to real relationships. If you're talking to people, let's just say you have a weight loss product and you approach someone and you want to share it with them. I'm using this as an example. And they think that they look fine. I mean, they don't got to lose nothing. They got rolls coming out, more rolls than Dunkin' Donuts, but they're fine, right? So you're trying to tell them, listen, I think this could help. And they're taking kind of like a back to it, right? That's okay. Because guess what's going to happen? If you keep that friendly relationship and not get upset if they kind of turn you down. I mean, there's a really good book. It's called 𝐓𝐄𝐫𝐵ealings. If you haven't got it, get it. It really, really hones in on emotional intelligence. We let our feelings get in the way. And the feelings, I mean, we're all emotional creatures, you know, if you upset me and I upset you, right? But we can't let people see that we're personally affected by them. Because make it or break it, last I checked, they don't pay your bills. Their opinions do not pay your bills. So if you're gonna let them affect you, that's like saying, okay, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't even be promoting my thing because you obviously know more than me. So maintain your confidence.
Yes.
Maintain your composure. Maintain your posture. And trust me, don't ever let them see you sweat. Ever.
Never.
Because they'll jump on the bandwagon. Trust me. If I'm promoting a weight loss product and you don't feel like you have an issue with your weight, guess what's going to happen? One of the days, something's going to happen, and when they want to lose that weight, they are going to think of you for that product because you were kind to them. Kindness is the new rich.
Yes.
Right. Jenna, I see you invited a couple of people into the room, and they're sitting here. So yeah. I'm gonna let them in since they are.
Let them all in. Open up the floodgates.
Just remember to mute yourself, guys.
They're coming. I'm letting them
Everybody
in.
mute yourselves
and see them all here.
There we go. The ark is ready to sell. Remember, Noah was building the ark, and it hadn't rained yet. It's about to pour. So you gotta fight, guys. You gotta fight. You're like the third person trying to get on that ark. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. It's gonna pour. So all the values and all the messages that we're dropping here is for you guys to get on the ark and understand that 2020 happened. Let's forget about 2020. Put it to the side. Some people can't let go of the past. The past tense is not your life sentence. Let's leave it to the side. So even though I'm doing attraction marketing here, I also want to talk about mindset because that's what's holding back a lot of people, right? So 2020 happened. What are we going to do? Sit there and have a pity party? Who wants a pity party? Nobody's going to come rescue you, okay? You know what the Chinese term for crisis is? The Chinese term for crisis is opportunity. Imagine that. The Chinese word for crisis is opportunity. So let's say 2020 happened and let's put it there for 1 second. What about 2021? You're going to tell me that you couldn't make it happen in 2021 because you were still hung up on the mandate? I have people telling me, well, I don't believe in the mandate. I don't believe in this. I don't believe. Okay, great. Wonderful. Write your Congress. Why are you telling me? Does that affect my bottom line? No. Because see, when you work for yourself, you don't have to worry about masks and mandates and whatnot. But when I was a former educator, believe you me, I have educators and lunch aides and kudos them for sticking by their guns and walking out. But you know what? That you worked so hard for your pension and you're letting a mandate, in the middle of it. That's why you have to look at stuff like this because there's no rules in entrepreneurship. You are your own boss, So let's go back to attracting humans. You have a brand. Everybody has a brand, okay? 𝐾𝐲 has a brand. Daria has a brand. I have my brand. People buy people. They buy you. So who are you? The two things that people ask you when they first meet you, what's your name? What do you do? That's all the questions you're ever going to get from anybody that you meet new. Okay? Right. I'm going to a party. Hey, Daria, my name is Jenna. What's yours? Oh, great. I'm a former teacher. What do you do? It's always going to be the same two questions that humans ask. They're not going to ask you, how much do you weigh? How tall are you? They're not going to ask you those questions.
True.
Okay? So if people do not know who you are and what you do, that's entirely your fault. And I got that from Grant Cardone. He went from 0 to hero because he's like, the more noise you make on the internet, the more money you're going to make.
Yes.
I'm a prime example. I'm always posting. If I even get $2, $10, $20, I'm always making a celebration of it. The more you celebrate, the more you elevate. People don't realize, oh, well, it's a little tacky, put up cash. Those are the same people that can't pay their light bill. Those are the same people that are criticizing you and giving you constructive criticism when they've never constructed a thing. Stop taking directions from people who are not even going in your same path. You know what I mean? We get so hung up on opinions and criticisms. And you know what? If I don't ask you for your opinion, I don't need it. Okay? I don't need it. So that's right. A lot of people want to offer their opinion, and that's fine. So again, you might meet someone in your travels online. Like I said, the only exercise that I get nowadays is surfing the net because I'm always on the net, and I'm hoping that counts. That and my eye rolls. My eye rolls. Yeah, my eyes have the most muscles because I'm always rolling my eyes online. And I'm like, if there was an emoji on Facebook for eye rolls, I think I'd be using it like all the time. But anyway,
oh my goodness. But you have to create one.
Yeah.
One. Right. So again, humans are very emotional creatures. Okay. So I did a recent live, and I'm like, listen, your brain has no heart, and your heart has no brain. So think about that for 1 minute. When you're analyzing something and you're deciding if this is for you or not, your brain does not have any emotions. It doesn't have a heart to feel. It's literally taking the information and weighing it. And you're doing this all the time. And you're analyzing it. Me, I'll analyze the crap out of a paper napkin if it's in front of me and figure out all the fibers. And then I'm like, why did I just do that? That's what we do with people. People, you only have like a split second to give them a first impression, right? So I don't know about you all. But if I meet someone, I know in the first couple of seconds if I'm going to like them or not. I just know. And I am often wrong. Often wrong. Because the people I think I'm not going to like, I wind up adoring. And the ones that I thought were the coolest, I wind up like, all right, well, not for the people's sake. You're canceled. I'm like, you're canceled and you're canceled. I'm like, my kids talk like that all the time. So again, you have an offer online. So we're talking about attraction marketing and how to do it online, because if you're going to just be relying on traffic, paid traffic and funnels and leads, I love these people that keep throwing tools in my box. Like, I need more tools. Here's the deal. You can spend all the money you want on tools, and that's great. But don't lose human factor in this. Okay? Here's the mass feeling, and you know what? You got a lot of people, because some will, some won't. Who cares? Who's next? It's changed. People don't realize it's changed. I do not have a YouTube channel. Pretty proud of that. I don't have a massive email list. I don't. I am now looking into YouTube. Why? Because I have a lot of followers. Build your brand easily. Offline, online, doesn't matter. Offline, what I mean is you could even do it on Craigslist and put an ad, but put your social media so that they find you, okay? So in attraction marketing, what you put out into the universe comes back tenfold. So I have a coaching business, but here's what I've done. I've given away free services for people. Why? Because they've joined me in business. So if they join you in business, there's no reason to charge them for a coaching, right? But if that's all they're going to do is, come to your coaching lessons, I've done that. You charge for the coaching lessons, right? But you start building the relationships, and you want to know, what is it that makes them tick? So the other book that I talked about a lot was the Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends, How to Make Friends, and how to win friends and wait, influence. I'm messing up. How to influence and win friends, something like that. Whatever. I'm a brain fart right now.
Yeah, how to make friends and influence people.
There you go. How to make friends and influence people. Old book, awesome book, because it teaches you seek first to understand than to be understood. So if we take that apart, what does that mean? Well, when I first meet someone, I don't talk about myself. If they ask me, hey, what do you do? I give them an elevator line. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know what you do in theory so detailed, because then they're going to think you're selling them, right? So you don't want to go, hey, I have an online business and blah, blah. No, you just tell them the elevator pitch. Like if you're someone in the elevator, hey, how are you? What do you do now? Whatever. So my elevator pitch is I'm a dream builder. That's it. I'm a dream builder. And if they want to know furthermore, I'm like, look, we're at a party right now. If you want to discuss this, definitely hit me up. Here's my card. I made these little business cards. So attract humans in real life and attract them online. So go to, now that the COVID is pretty much for now done. I don't think we're going to go into lockdown anytime soon. Okay. But you never know. But the time that you are now, travel, go to these speakeasies, go to Toastmasters, go to these networking events, because you're going to find people that you can connect with. And then you're going to find them on Facebook. Every party that I go to, do you do this? Oh, Daria, you're on Facebook. Oh, here you go. Let's friend each other. Hey, Takesha, you're on Facebook. I do that with everybody now, because anybody that I see offline that I like, I'm automatically Facebooking them, right? Putting them in my Facebook.
Yes.
Years ago, we used to exchange phone numbers, right? Hey, what's your number, girl? Let me text you. Blah, blah, blah. But nowadays, a lot of people like, at least let me get you in my Facebook, and then I'll text you. So what you want to make sure, what you want to make sure is you're really meshing with people. What I mean by meshing is this: if you connect with somebody cold turkey today, let's say day one, I just met Takesha, okay, online. We friended each other, whatever, and I put a nice little comment under her post, whatever. Okay, I will keep posting and following up with her, maybe a week, 2 weeks before I even message her at all. And then maybe like in the third week, I'm like, hey girl, I love your posts, so cute, keep it up, keep rocking it. Did I sell her anything? Yes, I sold me. No, but reality is I didn't sell her any product. All I did was just put a kind note, right?
Yeah, you showed that you cared.
Right.
You're being
I followed you. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Or if I saw your live, I'd be like, hey, Daria, awesome live, And then when people put stories up, you can always write beautiful or whatever, a comment on their story post, and then they'll say thank you, and that algorithm shoots it right up also. So again, the most important thing is to be genuine and be transparent with your lives, with your posts. And again, some people find this to be a lot of work. Oh, how long do you engage for? Do you engage for like 20 minutes or an hour or what? And I'm like, you engage for as long as you engage. What kind of question is that?
I know.
If it's a chore, if it's a chore, don't do it then. Make sure that you're enjoying it, because if you're not enjoying interacting with people, I had somebody tell me, well, people are so people-y. Well, yeah, they are. They're people-y.
Oh my gosh.
Some of them are more people-y than others. What does that mean, people-y? That they don't respond? That they ghost? Yeah, they do. What do you do? That's why I talk to my dogs all day long. They don't talk back. I love my dogs, right? I have a whole family that talks back to me, right? So the point is that, people are people-y. But you can't take that away from them either, because you're people-y. You are. There's times you don't want to show up. But you know what? This is life that we live. It's to be enjoyed. So if you're on Facebook and you're not enjoying it, get the hell off. We don't need you here. Go find something that vibes with you. Like for me, TikTok doesn't vibe with me. I think it's adorable. I think that it's fun. And maybe one day I'll try it. But it doesn't vibe with me right now. I don't know what to do with it. I was singing on my live the other day. Halloween, this is Halloween. I said, oh, this would have been a cute TikTok. I don't know.
I know, right?
I feel like a freaking, I don't even know. I feel like a dinosaur on TikTok. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do there, okay? I don't know if I'm attracting idiots, morons, or high-quality people. At least on Facebook, I'm getting a mixed bag of nuts. Sometimes you feel like that, and sometimes you don't. Peter Paul, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can just be you on Facebook. I love StreamYard. I love things like this because you can be yourself. And let's be honest, not everyone is gonna like you. Got news for you. Wonderful as you are. Your mom loves you, but not everybody's gonna love you, right? So I always say I'm not everybody's cup of tea. That's why I drink coffee. You're not going to be everybody's flavor of the month, right? So you know what the best thing is? Change the channel, just like on television. Just unfollow people, delete them out of your life, and that's that, right? And just be on with it. But finally, just to talk about like a little bit more about the glue with people. If you're trying to attract humans and you want to present them something, don't poach them. I don't ever message anyone anything unless I am very close with them. But don't message people or spam people that you don't know who they are. Like if you've never had a conversation with someone and you send them, you know, hey, Daria, I want you to check this out. And Daria don't know me. She's like, yeah, whatever. Because why? You're trying to jump over those hoops that we talked about. You have to first attract them and connect. People think, okay, I have a cute little profile. I put posts up. I'm attracting humans. Okay, fine. So they all came. Like my milkshake my milkshake boys to the yard, right? So you're bringing everybody to the yard. That means you attracted them. But did you connect with them? No, you didn't. Right. That's the key. You can cast that wide net and try to catch all the fish in the world. But in order to really have a dinner with someone, you have to have a genuine connection. And here's a newsflash for all you microwave mentality people. Just like a bag of popcorn. Put it in the microwave right now. And if I could do a demonstration, I would. What happens when you put popcorn in the microwave? Or let's use old school, pre-microwave, right? Because when I was a little kid, we didn't have microwaves, right? Microwaves came afterwards, right? What do we have? A big old pot. And what do? We put oil on the bottom. And what do? We put the seeds, the little seeds. The kernels. Yeah. Right, the kernels. Right. And what happened? You remember?
Oh, yeah. They start popping. Pop.
All at once? Did they pop all at once?
Nope.
Some popped little at a time, and then some pop. And some, they didn't pop at all.
That's right.
That's how your prospects are.
Yeah.
Just because you attract them doesn't mean they're all going to pop. Some of them need to hang out in the pot a little bit longer. Do you ever have to recook those kernels? Right. I was like, I'm not wasting these kernels. I'm cooking them again and again, right? So the same thing is with people. When you touch someone, you give them a soft touch. You don't whack them over the head with a sledgehammer about your opportunity. Okay? Exactly. Because everybody, here's another news flash, okay? And I hope that I'm not talking too fast for everyone, but here's another news flash. Everybody is buying, but nobody wants to be sold.
Yes.
Okay? So they're going to buy. The question is, are they going to buy from you? And why would they buy from you if you have not connected with them? So that's where the whole problem becomes. It's like a cancer. If you are not connecting genuinely with people, you need to look in the mirror and talk to yourself and say, okay, I got to work on me. I need to get off this space, this social media. I need to find out about me because something in me is turning off people. Something in me is not really vibing with people. And I got to love me first. Some people don't love themselves. Okay? I don't love myself every day either. Don't think that for 1 second. There are times my hair is like all nappy and curly, and I don't love myself that day at all. Okay? But if I'm in a bad mood, I'm certainly not going to do a live. I'm certainly not going to go try to reach out and talk to people. Because I'm in a shitty mood. Happy mood. So you gotta work on it. Exactly. You gotta work on that. If you're not feeling your best, then you know what? you need to take a rest. You're not feeling your best. You need to take a rest. Okay. Refocus, repurpose, restart as many times as you have to, because this is your business now. This is not just Facebook or in somebody's living room just flipping through pages. No, take this seriously. This is free traffic that can turn into dollars. I make a ton of money on Facebook. I don't really look at Instagram too much, but I do post, but not as much. I'm just saying, if I'm on Instagram, if I'm on Twitter, all those LinkedIn, guess what happens? I get confused sometimes because I'm like, wait a minute. So you know how I look at it? Like, there's a party going on everywhere over here. So like, I'm invited to all of them. I pop in here and I do like a cameo, and then I pop in there and I do a cameo, and then I pop. But I always end up at the party and Facebook at the end of the day. Don't you ever have that one person you know you're going to end up at the end of the day and just chill? Because why? Because I've invested so much time in this platform that this is where I excel. So you have to excel in something that helps you thrive. So if Facebook is your jam, if TikTok is your jam, whatever your jam is, that's where you hibernate. And you put your bearings in there, right? So I show up every morning, I do my stories, I put my posts, I do my engagement during the day, I do my messages, and people say, well, are you on Facebook like all day long? Hell no, I'm not on Facebook all day long, but it appears as I am.
Yes.
Is more powerful than fact. Okay. I appear that I'm on Facebook, but trust me, I can't run my real estate company. I can't run 3 kids in college in this household with 3 dogs and a husband of over 25 years if I was on Facebook all day. I just made lobster. I just showed you guys. I had lobster tails for lunch for me and my honey, and then I put lobster tails for dinner, and I made chicken for the kids because they didn't want lobster. But you know, you can't do your other life chores if you're not organized. So now I'm going to go to the next part. We talked a little bit about mindset, a little bit about attraction. So you're getting like the triple threat bonuses here. So now you got to be organized, and you have to say, okay, I'm going to work my business from this point to this point. Then I'm going to go do something else, and I'm going to come back to where I left off. Because you cannot sit there and show everyone that all you're doing is answering messages all day long. So you have to call it quits and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to answer messages up until 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever time you decide to call it quits, get off social media. Don't answer people's questions. Turn off your notifications. Okay? The same thing with your significant other. If you both are retired, like I am with my husband, if I was on Facebook all day long, I would miss out on moments with my family, with my husband, with my kids. So you have to find that balance. And you'll make more money if you're organized and you manage your business like a real business. Even though you're working from home, you have store hours. You know what I mean? You have store hours. If you don't make those boundaries, you're going to burn yourself out, and you're not going to be effective for anyone. I get excited to go to bed. I get excited to go to bed because I know I'm going to wake up and get to do it all over again. Okay? You're not going to have that enthusiasm if you're burning yourself out through the midnight hour. I'm posting in work at home groups and they're scamming me. You're going to go crazy. So why not build your own personal page so you don't have to go scavenging for people, okay? It's okay to be part of Facebook groups and put a post there, that's fine, but that should not be your only. The way that I do it is I go into like affiliate groups, places I know there are people that are like me, and I look at what they're posting. I don't post, but I look at what they're posting, and then I look at their profile to see if they're psycho. If they look like they're psycho, I don't want them anywhere near me, right? So I look to see, oh, this one looks okay. Let me go in on her profile. And she's spewing all these negativities and whatnot. I'm like, oh no, she's a psycho. I don't need her. So then I go on to the next one. So there's a lot of people doing pampered chef. They're not making any money. There's a lot of people doing different types of MLM. You can literally friend them, go to their page. And you know what I usually do? This is another hot tip. I usually message. I don't friend request them right away. I usually message them like, hey, you know what, 𝐸𝐭𝐲? Guess what? I've been watching your profile, and, you know, I just want to say, I'm sorry. I just want you to know that you're rocking it, girl. You know, keep doing what you're doing. And then now, at least she knows who I am. And 9 out of 10 times when you compliment people instead of friend requesting them, what do you think they do? They friend request you first, right?
Yeah.
Because you did that initial, touch base. So that's what I do. And I go into like different groups. Like if you like motorcycles, find a motorcycle group. It doesn't have to be just the work at home groups. It can be something. If you like knitting, find a knitting group. Doesn't matter. Because find something that you really like to do. Like I love cooking, and I love going into places where they're showing recipes. I love it. And then I have no recipes. I'm like one of these wing it chicks, like, just throw things on, right? Yeah. But everything's good, but most of the time it's like Hungarian goulash. I have no idea what it is. I call it Hungarian because we're hungry and we're just eating it, and so it's goulash. I just throw everything in the pan. But I'm telling you, that's my own little inside joke. I'm like, oh, we're having Hungarian goulash again. You hungry? Yeah, Hungarian goulash. Anyway, what I'm saying is that if I need to share recipes, you know what I'm doing? I'm Googling, I'm YouTubing, I'm finding information, I'm doing research because I want to show a recipe that I like, but I actually try it first to see if it makes sense, right? So what I connect a lot with food. I love traveling, so I look into travel groups because everybody thinks that you just have to just join groups that are affiliate based. I join groups that are affiliate based to find people what they're posting in there. That's what I do it for. I don't go in there to take people out to join my business. I just want to know who's out there, right? But what I do find is if I go to a group like quilting or whatever, I'm not saying quilting, but whatever. If you like to watch paint dry, I'm sure there's a group for that too, right? So just go into that group. We all like to watch paint dry. We all like to watch macaroni boil, whatever. And you'll find people that share your common interest. Again, attracting the human is only half the formula. Attracting the human, and then you want to connect with the human.
Yes.
People are lacking in connecting. Yes. Connect with people. And if you're in New York, because Daria's in New York, I know Takesha's in Florida. Daria, I met up with in one of the conventions. If she wasn't, I'd be like, yo, it's New York. Let's go for a drink or something. Whatever. Sarita's out there. She's in New Jersey. We've been wanting to get together for the longest, and then we ended up meeting up out of town. Go figure. Excuse me. That means money's coming. Woohoo! Right. It's coming your way. All right. So that's really what I wanted to share. Honing in on all the blessings. Just always have positive thoughts. Positive vibes brings positive life. There are so many ways for us to, frown. I want you to take that frown and flip it upside down. Because that's the way life is meant to be enjoyed. If you're upset and you're miserable, you're going to attract more of it. Okay. If you're happy and you remember that when you were little, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Well, that's what we have to do. It's a simple formula to be happy. The little things are happy. And if you're happy, it oozes out of your pores and people want to be with you. And there you go with the law of attraction. No to go to negative Nancy. They want to be with positive Patty. They don't want negative Nancy and positive Peter. They don't want, pessimistic Paul. Yes. So make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are like you. That, and I'm not saying you have to be Susie Sunshine every single day, and it's got to be glitter and cupcakes every single day and sprinkles all over the place. But in your head, why can't you be that way? You know what I mean? Why watch the news and get upset? Why criticize everything around you? Why? What is that going to do? When you're complaining, when you're worrying, you're robbing yourself of happiness for that moment in life that you can just be enjoying it. So anything that you're going through, any struggle, anything that you're going through that's problematic, just know there's always a test to the testament, and you have to go through that journey. Most of us, just like we want to cut out all the shortcuts to success, guess what? Most people want to get to the finish line, but they're not enjoying the journey. And when you enjoy the journey, that's where you're growing. Why would you want to rush that? Why would you want to rush the journey? Once you're successful and you're making money, all you're doing then is just sharing it with other people to make money. But you're not really growing anymore, right? Because you got all the money. How much money do you need? Really? You want $1 million a month? All right, fine, whatever. At some point, it's got to be enough, right? Where you're going to be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm making money every day. My bills are paid. No mortgage. No, I'm good. How much money when you die? Your money ain't going with you. And you know what? Another news flash. I don't care how big your house is, how much car you have. It's how much car how small is your note? You know what I mean? How small is that mortgage payment? And when you die, we all go in the same box. So stop trying to impress people that you don't even like. Just worry about you.
Just be you.
Yeah, do you. And just know that happiness is the new rich. Kindness is the new rich. Yes. And if you're looking at things the right way, and this is the last thing, we're going to put a cherry on this cupcake. I'm going to call it wraps because I know we went an hour. I'm going to tell you one thing. These are things that are free. Okay? If you have people online that are promoting a business and you're not, let's just say you're just a friend, why don't you support it? I mean, does it kill you to put a little love button there? Doesn't mean you're going to join them. Doesn't have to be. But just you know what it is? Just smile. I have so many friends on my Facebook that I've known for years. And I promise you this, I have never gotten a love button or even a comment on anything that has to do with business. It's almost like I could feel the snickers and the eye rolls through the screen. I can almost feel it. Because I know they're looking at it like, there she goes again. And you know what the best part is? It doesn't have to be that way. Because we support Beyonce, we support, all the celebrities, all the sports stars. And you know what? We don't show kindness to each other. So what? You're not in my business and I'm not in your business. We don't have to be in the same business to support each other. Okay? No. Just share the kindness, share the love. And I promise you, God is watching and it's going to be showered back to you. All the blessings that you're looking at, most of them are problems in disguise, okay? And if you just really look at them, I look at every obstacle, every blessing as a construction guy, a guy with a big heart tap. I look at it as a sexy construction man with a heart hat, you know them, with the sexy blue jeans and the work boots. That's all my problem. I look at that and I'm like, that's a fine problem right there. In my mind, I'm already see the muscles, the ripped jeans. I see the whole package, and I'm like, that problem. It is dressed in overalls with a construction hat with a fine man behind it, and I'm going to overcome that problem. And every time. It always works. So whatever you have to do to psych yourself up to get over that hurdle, to get over that obstacle, to make that detour, just do it. Okay? Because that's what I do. And also with God, instead of saying, why me? Just say, try me. Yes. That's it. Just say, try me. And I promise you, everything that you were worrying about, the one that was robbing you of your happiness, all of a sudden starts to get diluted away. And you become a better human being for everyone. And now, law of attraction again, people want to be with you because they see that your energy is vibrating at a higher level and you're bringing everybody up with you. You don't want to be that person. Nobody wants to see you. They're going to cross the street. They're going to be like, they're not going to return your phone calls. Yep. And they're not going to return your phone calls. And that's on you. So that's when I say you back and look at yourself. Take inventory. Who are you? And what do you do? Be proud of it. And shout it to the world. Right. So that's it. That's everything that I got. I hope that everybody got value out of that. It was so much fun sharing with you all.
Whoa. That was amazing, guys. If you got value from this, put value in the chat. Absolutely. Just let Jenna know. Give Jenna some love. Head over to her page. Tell her that you really appreciate her. Put value in the chat. Just so we know. And if you have any questions, this will be a good time to ask.
Absolutely.
Before we leave, we got a couple
of floor is now open.
Yes, the floor is open. We got a value. Yes, got another value.
Yes.
Great value.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
You're
thank you
welcome.
so much, ladies. You are welcome. Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. They are loving the value, Jenna. Yeah,
Oh,
come up
Phenomenal.
with their
Phenomenal.
I appreciate you guys. Let's give it back to the hosts, Takesha and Daria. Always, every week, they bring in value. So if you haven't tuned into this show, if this is the first time you're tuning in, tell your friends, invite them here because this is the spot. This is where you're going to pick up some valuable nuggets every single week. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely, guys. We cannot wait to see you next week. And we already know what we're going to be talking about next week.
Sure
So
do.
you guys should love it. It's going to be about Facebook because I know a lot of you guys don't really know the ins and outs of Facebook, right? Because you use it every day, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you know the ins and outs of it. How to protect your account, for instance, from people hacking into it. We're going to show you how to do all of that next Tuesday. All right.
All
And
right,
so
guys.
go ahead, Derek.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so if we don't have any questions, we're going to end this call and we're going to see you guys right back on here because we're going to go ahead and announce the contest winner and our new moderators.
Yes,
So I'm so excited to announce the winners.
So stay tuned. We're gonna end this broadcast and then we're gonna come back. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. So we'll see you in a few minutes. This training is a wrap. Thank you so much, Jenna Stone, for gracing us with your presence.
Oh, thank you, Daria. This was great. Thank you,
Amazing,
Takesha.
Awesome.
amazing value. All right, guys. So we'll see you in a few.
Bye, everyone.
Right here.
Bye-bye. Right here. We'll see you.
What time should we come back? 10 minutes?
You just get on the Facebook group and we're gonna pop up live.
Awesome. We'll be there.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. All right.
Thank
Great
you, guys.
value. Yep. Look forward to next week.
Love you both.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes, guys. All right. See you in a little bit, guys.